Hey Sag, welcome to your end of October 2020 reading. Got your card. Let's put it over here. Okay. Okay. All right. Sag, if you're new to tarot, know that this could be past, present, future. We're all kind of on different areas of the timeline. Sometimes I've watched tarot readings for my zodiac sign like a year after they were recorded and they're completely accurate. So just take what resonates. Cross watchers welcome. If it's not your story, it's not your story. Sometimes when I cross watch videos, as a cross watcher, I get upset. So try not to. If it's not you, it's not you. Or the roles can be reversed as well. So you'll all know what your story is. I'm just picking up on the energy. You know how it fits or doesn't fit with you. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. So I don't know if this is going to be a love reading, career, about yourself or whatnot. So yeah, we'll just get started and see what shows up, okay? So I'll do past, present, future, and some advice. All right, so what is the past energy for Sag? Recent past for Sag. Most dominant energy that we want to talk about today. High Priestess. Look, I was able to get that Sag card up right now. Okay, High Priestess. Okay, so did you get some kind of information that was hidden, some kind of breakthrough? It could even also be a spiritual breakthrough, like some kind of intuition that you had that you were kind of maybe blocking out. And then now it's just kind of like a breakthrough and you're like, okay, I get it. Or you're seeing the truth about something that you didn't want to see before. Maybe you noticed some red flags about something or someone, and it's just kind of, you might have gotten some information, some messages, or just a breakthrough where you're just kind of seeing the truth about your intuition, right? Also could be some kind of spiritual breakthroughs as well, like I said. So I just want to clarify the Two of Swords. Okay, so okay, where there also could have been kind of a stagnant energy with a situation and you didn't know what was going to happen or where you stood. It was kind of confusing or up in the air, and it kind of has gained a forward momentum. It could also be your career too, like if your career was stagnated in any way or something to do with your family, there's kind of forward movement, a breakthrough, something that you were kind of wondering about and didn't really have answers, you got the answers to, or are getting them, or your intuition is telling you the answers that you kind of needed to know. Just want to pull a couple more cards, see what it says. Do you have any more information about this that you want, Sag, that you want me to tell? Okay, yeah, Knight of Swords again. So you could have gotten communication, message, breakthrough. There could have been, sometimes with the Knight of Swords is information that is like harsh or unpleasant. So yeah, again, I'm gonna go, if there was something that you didn't know about work, love, family, or even yourself, it's like there was a fast breakthrough. It could have been kind of a harsh truth as well. All right, so let's get the current energy for Sag. Hermit. Okay, so I'm thinking that whatever you found out or whatever happened definitely could have been a harsh truth of some kind in some way, a realization. It wasn't pleasant, and I think right now you might be feeling like a little bit withdrawn, um, feeling a little bit outcast, just kind of maybe some kind of rejection, could have taken a financial loss in some way too. Maybe you might feel a little bit ostracized for some reason, or if it's not you, you could be completely blocking somebody out. Like you totally left somebody out in the cold. And you're having none of it. You're not talking, you're not communicating. It could even be like you've disappeared off the face of the earth, or you could just be doing this in general. Let's get some more cards. I see all elements here, so it could be a Virgo. You could have air signs, earth signs, fire. I don't see any water yet, but that doesn't mean anything really. Okay, more about the present information situation. What do you want me to tell Sag? Okay, yeah, so it's just repeating itself. So something that was hidden has probably come to light for you. And you're just really withdrawn because of it. It was, again, a gut instinct. You probably had a strong intuition about something, and I think you were right, and it was not nice, and probably made you feel quite bad. Like, I think it's just made you so you don't even want to, you just really need to go inside right now for some reflection and gain some perspective and sort of like lick those wounds a bit, and kind of figure out like what happened. I think maybe you don't even want anyone to like see you right now. Like you might not be feeling like your normal Sag self, so you might not even want anyone to like see you right now. You just kind of want to keep to yourself. What else we got? Okay. I think you want to gain a sense of your independence again. And I think the way that you feel like you can do that is to, again, just go within, get yourself back in order, think things over, maybe connect again to your spiritual compass, and just get yourself out of this energy, right? And I think that you, again, you just really need to get that sense of independence and kind of get your swag back again. You could also be trying to just withdraw so you can get your finances back on track, maybe not going out very much. So you can sort of gain whatever, if you took a financial hit or something happened with your finances, you might just kind of be staying in and away from everybody so that you can get back on track financially and sort of figure out what to do. Okay, let's get the upcoming energy, near future energy for Sag, please. What do you want me to tell them? Okay, so you could have been dealing with let me get this over so you guys can see him better. Okay, so you might have been dealing with a really toxic situation, either with work or family. The person, maybe the main person involved, could have a bad temper, be selfish, arrogant, This situation could have also made you feel like it really brought out your dark side. So maybe you were acting in ways, maybe it kind of made you act in a way that wasn't yourself. But I want you to know, because you have the Wheel of Fortune here too, that you haven't done anything wrong per se. This was meant to happen for you to see toxicity in yourself and in another person. So you have the Wheel of Fortune and it's upright. So even though it might have felt like a bit of bad luck, it was actually a good luck. It was a good karma, in a way that it was meant to show you some shadowy aspects of yourself in your relationships in order for you to grow and sort of embrace that side of yourself instead of trying, because I know Sagittarius can be like eternally optimistic, right? But there's also a shadow side that needs to be brought up and integrated and just like known about, right? Like you can't fix what you don't acknowledge, right? And if you have any kind of toxic situations in your life or within yourself, the forces of fate wanted them to come to your attention so you could work on it, and also not push it away, but acknowledge it, because what we don't acknowledge just will keep coming up again and again. But if you take a look at it, take a look at the people and take a look at your life and see where things are toxic or not working for you or maybe dark, then you can work on it, right? Or you can not even necessarily work on it. You can acknowledge it and it kind of loses its power in its own way, right? And keep in mind, sometimes our dark side is there to protect us. We can't all be love and light all the time, even though it would be nice if we could. We all have a darker side. And there's nothing wrong with that. It just depends what you do with it, right? Because sometimes our dark side can be there to protect us. Let's see what else we got for upcoming. Sorry, that was supposed to be predictive. It was more like advice, I think. So I'm going to go with predictive now. What's the upcoming energy? We'll skip the advice at the end because I think this was the advice and go to the predictive. What's coming up for Sagittarius that I'm reading for? Okay, so unfortunately, I think that the upcoming energy is, I don't think there's going to be much forward progress. This is not forever. This is just the upcoming energy, and it's probably just going to have to be worked through. So I think you could be really kind of tossing and turning and worried about a emotional situation, whether it's a family member or a lover or a boss or whatever. There's a toxic situation that is making, I think, you act unlike yourself. And that's sort of keeping you up at night because I think you really care about someone or something. And I think you might be feeling like you can't really address it like yourself, and more of your toxic traits are coming out because of whatever the circumstances are, whatever you might have found out or whatever's come to light or whatever you're kind of seeing the truth about. I think you're upset because you're like, I can't be my normal self in this situation, and maybe it's like my dark side keeps showing up here, and why can't I just be like myself again? So that's your upcoming energy. I still think there's going to be like a lot of mental strain, worry, anxiety, panic, guilt, fear, even a bit of insomnia over the situation. I think you feel really stuck, and you might be feeling a little bit stuck in the upcoming future again for a little bit. But keep in mind, again, this isn't necessarily like a bad thing. We also have so many planets in retrograde, and we have all years, so we're all kind of stuck in this, like, not all of us, but a lot of us are stuck in this like really stagnant energy where we really have to, and it's Mercury and Scorpio retrograde too, so a lot of us are having to like confront a lot of our shadow aspects. It's just there, and Mercury rules the mind, right? So there could be like a lot of shadowy dark thoughts that are coming up, guilt, regrets, anger, shame, and it's maybe manifesting in your behavior and out in the outside world rather than just being inside your head. And the good news is that, it's a retrograde is a time to go within and reassess and reflect. So being forced to kind of do that right now will allow you to eventually let it go. And the Wheel of Fortune is telling me that this is meant to be. So don't beat yourself up. Don't think there's something wrong with you or you're just a disaster, because you're not. These toxic situations and these toxic behaviors and these toxic thoughts are meant to come up right now, and you're meant to go within and process them and think about them. So you can just really let them go forever instead of them constantly reappearing again in different ways and in different relationships over and over again, like Groundhog Day on repeat, right? So if you can bring it up, process it, and let it go, then in a way you'll be free, right? You can start a new cycle. So, okay, I'm sorry that wasn't more positive, but it is what it is. And I hope this helped in some way. Okay, I'll catch you next time, Sag, and take care of yourselves, okay?